Hi guys, today we're going to talk about Meghan Markle and we're going to talk of her podcast. Yes, this is the talk of the town. It's been for the past few days after slamming Meghan Markle over something that she didn't do, slamming her over something that never happened. I'm talking about that contract with Spotify. Now they are saying that she didn't do the interviews of the guests for her Spotify podcast. The funny thing is, there are pictures of Meghan with all the people she interviewed during the making of that podcast. So what I want to say to people is that Meghan Markle has signed up with Spotify. She was given a team of people, or she put together a team of people to work on a project. And this is what it is. She worked on Archetype, right? To create content. And the team that was working with them comprised a few producers. Those producers were hired to collect data, to put together content, and also to create the environment for the podcast, which is what happened. Basically, they were told to gather data so Meghan Markle could use that in her podcast as material, support material. But however, Meghan Markle did all the interviewing of the main guest, notably Mariah Carey, Venus Williams, and Slitherling's sister, I forgot her name. And there's another person who was interviewed by Meghan Markle who scratched the rumor. His name is Cohen. You know him. He's a producer online on Bravo TV. He's behind the Real Housewives of New York, or the franchise about the Real Housewives. And basically, when he was told during an interview that there were rumors that Meghan Markle did not do interviews herself, he was flabbergasted. He was surprised. He was like, what is this? This is what he said. He said, of course, I spoke with Meghan and she definitely interviewed me. That's an insane rumor. Her podcast is a conversation with people. How would she not have? Of course she did. You have firsthand of him talking to Meghan Markle, responding to the questions that were asked by her. And also other producers on that podcast came out to say that on occasion some people were sent out to not interview experts, right? But to collect data and get experts to give their opinion on a particular subject, whether it's women's violence or women's rights and stuff like that, right? They needed an expert, not an interview. It was an expert advice on a particular subject, which is something that is done during podcasting. And Meghan Markle did the biggest chunk, which was interview her guest. And she had to do some work learning everything about the people she was interviewing, about the work, about her path towards success, about all the issues, which can take some time. Meghan Markle cannot do everything. It's not possible for one human being to do everything when it comes to podcasting. You need to have a team, especially at that level, when you have to do some sort of documentary every time you do one podcast. So every type of criticism about Meghan Markle is quite unfair, and we know where it's coming from. It's coming from the British, right? The British who cannot bear the idea that Harry and Meghan have become successful, have had a number one podcast, right? So yeah, let me know what you think. Hope you like the video. Feel free to click on like if it's the case. Subscribe for more videos and click on the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. Thank you.